Welcome to Myrtle Beach Eats and Beyond, the show where a local foodie, that's me, attempts to parlay a passion for delicious eats into a useful video guide for other locals and tourists attempting to answer the age-old question, where should we eat in Myrtle Beach? Don't worry, I've got you covered. With me on this journey are my three progeny, that's them, who also love to experience new eating emporiums, raising them up right. We'll also be exploring fun, family-friendly activities and showing you the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the lowdowns and hoedowns of where to shop, play, stop, and stay. If you're lucky, I might even cook for you. And if that's not enough to convince you to subscribe, just know that once a week, I am completely wrecking my diet to bring you this content. Now, I'm not saying that you should feel guilty about that in any way, but I'm just saying you should subscribe. Hello friends, and welcome to our table. 707 is one of the major roads we travel quite a bit, and it has been ever since we first moved to the beach and stayed in a Vrbo property for a month while we looked for a permanent place to live. We'd traverse the 707 to get to the grocery store, the ocean, and the Sonic. As we did, we'd often take in the scenery and note the businesses we passed by. Some of those businesses got a stop. We popped into the Dunkin' Donuts once or twice our first year here to enjoy the nostalgia of a familiar spot we knew from back home. We checked out the antique shop and perused through some lovely pieces one day. And as soon as the new Food Lion opened up nearby, we were keen to check that one out too. Other spots got our frequent attention and our adamant intention of an eventual visit, but for one reason or another, we seemed to never quite make it. Jupiter Pies is one of those spots for us. Up north, we had a random little spot that advertised mile-high apple pie on their road signage, and we would occasionally stop in to bring home one of these pies for a special treat. When it closed down, we didn't miss it too much, mostly because pie is something we typically only eat around the holidays. And part of the fun of the holidays is setting up shop in the kitchen and baking up those pies together to build up our skills and our sweet family memories. But I like the idea of having another local pie shop to turn to in times of pie need. And after 2 years, the wait to try out Jupiter Pies has been, well, out of this world. But my obvious puns aside, that's why we were thrilled to find Jupiter Pies at the Market Common Farmers Market one Saturday morning. We were there anyway, and even though they only took cash and I almost always use a debit card, I just so happened to be packing some cash that day, and we finally had no excuse.
How you doing?
Hi. We pass by you guys all the time and we always mean to come and we never do. So I'm like, we're going to their stand today.
Yeah, we got cinnamon rolls in here.
Oh, that's what smells so good.
Swiss Danishes.
Oh,
And then we have the turnovers over here.
oh my gosh.
They're amazing.
I want everything. What am I gonna do?
Let's stand here.
Oh my god.
And then we got bread pudding and banana bread.
What kind of pies are these?
It's cherry crumb, sweet potato, raspberry.
Don't
That's
poke, honey.
coconut custard. We
Ooh,
got
nice.
key lime, sweet potato crumb here. It's blackberry with a walnut crumb.
Okay.
It's a tomato pie. It's a savory pie we have.
Oh,
And we got
nice.
Pecan, strawberry rhubarb, chocolate pecan bourbon, apple crumb, pecan bourbon, and blueberry crumb.
We started with an apple pie. I believe he said it was a French apple pie. I don't know what that means, but I do know it had raisins in it.
French apple with apple pie with raisins and icing on top.
The pie crust was light and flaky, and the glaze on top not only added visual interest, but it added a hint of sweetness, which I enjoyed, as pie crust can sometimes be a little bit boring and a little bit plain. The apples inside were al dente, and the raisins gave it a musky flavor that reminded me a great deal of a mincemeat pie. Once we'd made the leap to try some of their product at the farmer's market, I knew I would have to finish this video, so it was just the motivation I needed to finally get my butt in the car and park it in the parking lot of the Jupiter Pie shop. So, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Hi. Good, how are you?
They're so big.
Look at that gorgeous turnover. Yummy. And those beautiful cinnamon rolls. Oh, that's so nice. That sounds good.
Also blueberry crumb.
Ooh, that sounds nice too.
Yeah.
I think the blueberry crumb.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this pretty aloe plant. thought they only had pie. Never judge a spot by its name, my friend. They like to surprise you sometimes. Jupiter Pies formerly had 3 locations and recently closed one down on Burkell Road, but they still have their location at 9261 Highway 707 Unit A in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and 4473 Mineola Ave in Little River, South Carolina. Follow their Facebook page to keep up with their travels as they set up pop-ups at local farmers markets, festivals, and family events as well. Until next time, stay hungry, my friends, and stay blessed.